Do you find it difficult to prove that your staff have read, seen and understood the documents and policies that you've sent them? Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how we can do that using Read and Sign. So let's go and take a look. Firstly, you need to create a new notice. If you've not yet learned how to set up your company in notices, go back to our other videos, then come back to this one. Once you have your notice created, at the bottom you can scroll down and click to add questions. You then have lots of question options to choose from, which you can simply drag and drop into the question builder. From here, once you've dropped your questions in, you can click on the question and edit its properties. To begin, type your question into the question field at the top. You can also change your question type here if you've decided that maybe you need a different format. Then select if the question is required or not. Required questions will be mandatory before the user can acknowledge your notice. You can then write down all of your answers using the return key to separate them. Finally, choose whether or not users need to answer the question correctly. For example, you may want to gather feedback, in which case there is no correct answer, but for a policy, there is likely to be a correct answer. And finally, select the correct answers from the drop-down list and you're done. You can now repeat this process for all of your other questions and then save and add them to your notice. You can now see that the quiz is available in your notice preview, so you can now continue editing the notice or click approve and publish the notice. Now that your notice is complete and you've added all the questions, let's jump in and see what this looks like for a user. As you can see, the user screen looks a lot different to the author screen. There's no additional settings, just an inbox. This keeps things simple, but also ensures users only have access to what they need to. So if we now click into the notice that we've made, we can see the message, the document, and the questions that were sent with it. Users are to now open the document, read it, answer the questions, and then acknowledge that they've understood. However, if they are unsure of something or the contents of the document or a particular question, they can send feedback to the author. They can do this by clicking the feedback button, typing in a message, and then clicking send. If the user is satisfied and doesn't have any questions, they can answer the quiz and then go ahead and acknowledge the notice. By acknowledging the notice, users are confirming that they've read and understood everything you've sent them. Now that you've submitted your feedback to the author, let's jump back into the author profile and see what that question looks like for them. Now that we're back on the author screen, we can see there's a question on our notice indicated by the icon and the number on the card. The question will appear right beneath the quiz. You can reply directly to the question from this screen. You can also opt to publish the question and the response, so if you think anyone else can benefit from this, all those who receive this notice will also receive the question and the answer. And finally, once you've given a response, just click send. And that's it. Now you know how you can make sure that all of your policies and documents are not only seen and read, but also understood. So if you found this video useful, head to our YouTube channel and check out all of our other videos there. And if you want to learn more about Read and Sign, head to our website, which is kiso.co.uk.